Welcome students. Welcome to the online class of AIS. This is your online maths class. Today I am going to explain the chapter decimal. Normally we know that decimal is the number that we can express in decimal forms. We can express the whole number also in decimal forms. Basically, in decimal, there are two parts. One is known as whole number part, another one is known as decimal parts. Today we will discuss many other things about this decimal. So let's start our chapter. So now students, you can see I am showing here the number that is 76.734. As I told you, there are two parts of a decimal number. You can see this is 76. Then there is a decimal point. Then the number is 734. So here this 76 is whole number. This 76 is whole number, and this one, because this is a decimal point, and after decimal point whatever you are getting, that is known as decimal part that I told you. Now depending on the number present after decimal point, you can say this is a decimal point. Now whatever numbers are present after this decimal point, depending on this number, we can classify these decimals into two parts. Like decimal, like fraction. Here also one is like decimal and another one is unlike decimal. So what are the like decimal? We can explain in this way that the like decimals have the same number of decimal places. I am repeating again, like decimals means the those decimals are having the same number of decimal places. They are called like decimal, and the decimals have different number of decimal places are known as unlike decimal. Now if I am giving some examples, students, then you can understand this one very easily. Like for like decimal, we can give examples. Suppose 1.73 is a decimal number. We can give one more example. Suppose 2.04, 3.52. Now see here, this 1, 2, 3, this one is whole number. For this one 73, we will not say 73, of course. After decimal point we will say 73. After decimal point this one will say 04, and after decimal point we will say 52. So these are all same. That means here also two number of decimal places are there. Here also two, here also two. Two number of decimal places are there, so these are same. So these three functions are known as, sorry, not function, these three decimals are known as like decimal. Now we can give similarly example of unlike decimal. Unlike decimal means we can write 2.0431. Next one we can write 1.71. Another one we can write 5.2431. Now students, you can see first is 2.043. So 3 decimal places are there. Second one is 1.71. that means 2 decimal places are there. And in third one we can see 5.2431, that means there are total 4 decimal points. I mean sorry, not points, 4 decimal places. So first one is having 3 decimal places, second one is having 2 decimal places, third one is having 4 decimal places. So you can see students, the decimal places are different for these 3 given decimals numbers. So we can say these decimals are unlike decimal. Now the first question is convert. Here convert 0.8 into fraction. We need to convert this decimal number into fraction. As we can see, it is 0.8. So this 8 will go in the numerator because the whole number is 0. No need to write 0 over here. Then only 1 places is there after decimal point. That's why we will write 8/10. We can give one more example. Suppose it is 0.75. So now students, again we can see 0 is there in the whole number. As a whole number 0 is present, and in the decimal part 75 is present. So we will write 75 in the numerator, and in the denominator we will write 100, because you can see after decimal point there is only 2 places. Only 2 decimal places is there. So here only 1 decimal places is there. So after 1 we will use 0. Only 1 0. And here 2 decimal places are there. So after 1 we will use 2 zeros. Now suppose I am giving you one more example. Suppose the number is 1.25. Then obviously the whole number is 1 here, that we can see. So in that case we will write 1, 2, 5. Instead of this decimal point we will write the whole thing, whatever non-zero digits, whatever digits are there. If 0 is there, then also we have to write. Here 1, 2, 5 we will write, and then in the denominator this is 1 decimal point, and after decimal point there are 2 decimal places. So we will put 2 0 just like the previous one. Now this much is not enough. You have to express every time in simplest form. So that means this one we can see 8/10 is present. So this 8 is divisible by 2. So if 8 is divisible by 2 means we will get 4. And this 10 is divisible by 2, we will get 4/5. Now we can see 75/100 is there. We all know how to cancel this. You can cancel by 5 first. Then you can cancel again by 5 first. But I am cancelling here with 25. Because 25 3s are 75 and 25 4s are 100. So it will be 3/4. And in this case again we can cancel these 100/25. So 25 4s are 100 and 25 5s are 125. So their answer will be 5/4. But this is in actually this is in improper fraction, so we can convert this one in mixed fraction. So now we will discuss how to, if we are getting any type of improper fraction, then how to convert it in mixed fraction, that we already know. But from decimal number, how to find out the mixed fraction directly. From decimal number, how to convert this decimal in mixed fraction directly, that we will learn, that we will see now. students, I am giving you one more example. Suppose it is given 12.25. You can see this is 12.25 means as a whole 12 is there, and as a decimal part 25 is there. But here in this decimal number you can see that if we are converting this in fraction, in denominator we will get 100 because this decimal is having up to 2 decimal places. This decimal number is having up to 2 decimal places. So we will write 100 here, and in numerator it will come 12, then again 25. That means 1225. But this is one procedure. Another one thing is that we can write this one in this way, that 12 plus 0.25 we can write in this way also, the decimal number 12 plus 0.25. Then we are keeping this 12 as a whole number and we are writing this 0.25 in this way, that is 25 by 100. Because you can see 0.25 means 25 by 100 it's coming. Now we can cancel this by 25 only, because 25 4s are 100. That means we are getting 12 plus 1 by 4. So from here directly we can write 12 whole and 1 by 4. In this way also we can find out the mixed fraction from decimal number. Now we will see how to arrange decimal numbers into ascending or descending order. Here students, I have already written an example. You can see different decimal numbers are there. First one is 2.6, then 2.26, then 2.06, 2.007 and 2.3. So when you want to arrange this in ascending and or descending order, whatever you want, then first thing that you have to do, you have to write or you have to convert all decimal numbers into like decimal. So as we know that putting any number of zeros to the extreme right of the decimal part of a decimal does not change its value. So we can put any number of zeros to the extreme right of the decimal part. So here students, you can see maximum number of decimal places is present, that is 3, because this is 2.007, so maximum number of decimal places is 3. So we need to convert all into same number of decimal places. So we will put 0, we can put any number of 0 at the extreme right. That means this number will become 2.600, 2.260 we will write. This is the extreme right of decimal part. We can put any number of zeros. This is also extreme right. We can put any number of zeros. So to convert these into like fraction, in first one we are using 20, in second one we are using 10. Next one is 2.060, then 2.007 will be same, then it will be 2.300. Now next step, first we are converting all this into like fraction. Then in the next step you have to compare basically the whole number. But here you can see all whole numbers are same. If the whole numbers are different, then from whole number we can identify which one is greater and which one is smaller. But here our whole numbers are same, so that's why after whole number there is a decimal point, and after decimal point the number is present, that number is known as first. After the whole number the number is present, that is known as the 10th digit. So we are going to compare 10th digit first. So students, you can see, I think you all know about the 10th digit. So this is 10 digit of first. This is 10 digit of second one, 10 digit of third one. This is also 10th of third, and this is also 10th digit of third one. Now students, as you can see that this is 62003. That means this one is greater. So we will write, without any hesitation, we can write 2.600 is greater. Now after 6 the number comes, that is 3. So this is greater than 2.300. After 3 the number comes, that is 2. This is greater than 2.260. But there are more two numbers. In these two numbers, both 10th digits are 0. So if both 10th digits are same, then students, you have to check the 100th digits. Okay, so your 100th digit of this one and 100th digit of this one you have to check, because rest of the three we have already arranged rest of the three. So among these two, you can see, student, the 100th digits of this one is 6 and 100th digit of this one is 0. As you can see, the 100th digit of this one is greater than this. So we can write very easily that this decimal number is greater than this decimal number. That means 2.060, this is greater than 2.007. So this is our first, this is greater, this, then this, then this, then this, then this. So we can write, if I am writing this in this way, that means if you want to write in ascending order, so your ascending order, if you want to mention in ascending order, that means you have to write the smaller one first. Ascending means arising. So first it will come 2.007, then the number will come 2.06. Whatever there is given in the question, we will write the same one. 2.060 is not given in the question, only 2.06 is given in the question. So it will be 2.06, then 2.26, then 2.3, and then 2.6. This is ascending order. And similarly we can write descending order also. So when we will write descending order, we know that, students, first we will write the bigger one. First we will write the bigger one, then we will write the smaller one. That means here the number will be 2.6, 2.3, 2.26, then 2.06, and then 2.007. This is descending order. Descending means first we will write the bigger number, and at the last we will write the smaller number. So students, in this way we can arrange decimal numbers in ascending or descending order. Now students, you can write, we can express any paisa in rupees using decimal. Similarly, we can write any other unit, like we can write meter in kilometer also using decimal. We can write centimeter in meter also using decimal. So first I am showing you one example. How can I express 8 paise in rupees using decimal. So students, actually what is the meaning of this 8 paise? We all know that 1 rupees is equal to 100 paisa or 100 paise. That means we can convert any paisa into rupees. By using unitary method also we can do. Because if I am writing in this way that 100 rupees, sorry, not rupees, 100 paisa means, here I am saying 100 paisa means rupees 1. That means 1 paisa is rupees 1 by 100. So I can express any paisa in rupees by dividing it by 100. So here students, you can see 8 paisa is there. So I can write this 8 paisa in rupees by using the same process. That means we are converting paisa into rupees by dividing it by 100. So it is coming rupees 8 by 100. Now you know how to convert fraction into decimal. Basically you have to divide this 8 by 100. But we will use the shortest process because here 100 is there. So as because 2 zeros are there in the denominator, so we will place decimal point before 2 digit. We will count 2 digit and before 2 digit we will place decimal point. Here already 1 digit, you can see 1 digit, that is 8. But we have to place this decimal point before 2 digit. That's why we are writing here 0.08 rupees obviously. So we can convert paise in this way. Here your 8 paise is coming 0.08. So basically if 100,000, 10,000 like these things are there in the decimal portion, in the denominator portion, then easily we can count the zeros and we can put the decimal point in this way.